Follow the side road until you reach the shrine. Be quick about it.
We need to cut ourselves a path.
Perilous attack incoming. Execute line side maneuver.
End of the line!
Hostile gallery strength. Line side recommended. Destroy.
End of the line!
This cannot be! Bold to try.
Well, that's over with. Don't let me down! Thank you! Sweet!
The structure in the center is the Galka Shrine. Let's see what awaits us inside.
Stand back, Peter. Allow me.
Follow the car, Marlon. End of the line!
Destroy.
Missing something?
No quarter!
Threat neutralized.
Like a hot knife through butter. Elena! Son of a... Elena!
Need some assistance? Albert, take the other side. We three ought to suffice.
Ray,
Status?
right leg and left arm have sustained heavy damage. Neural circuitry offline in both right hand and left leg. Symbol drive is non-functional at the moment. Current power is being supplied from reserve energy source. In maintenance mode, I have, at most, 56 hours remaining. Advanced processing functions are also limited, preventing movement.
Right. How can I help?
Due to depleted energy levels, I will be unable to perform repairs myself. Furthermore, I can no longer salvage the parts I need from this damaged craft.
Crap. So what are we supposed to do?
Take me offline and destroy me. It is imperative that we prevent our technology from falling into the hands of anyone here.
Are you crazy? What kind of captain would I be if I told my crew to start offing themselves? There's another way out of this. I know it.
Of course.
The equipment this life form requires to reconstruct itself can most likely be recovered from your downed escape pod.
Well, you certainly pick very convenient times to start talking.
I speak only when necessary, such is my programming.
And thank you for deciding to pipe up now, because you're absolutely right. My escape pods barely sustained any damage. Think that'd work for you, Elena?
I don't see why not. So long as you can collect enough of what I need. I should be able to restore my motor control systems to previous output levels. Here, this should be everything.
Thanks. You go into maintenance mode. Save your energy best you can. Just keep a comm channel open for me, got it?
Understood.
Ray, I take this to mean we are returning to the site of your ship?
You mind? It's kinda out of the way.
It may be, but we do not mind. We agreed to assist you in the search for your crew, and we intend to honor that agreement.
Wait. Don't know about you guys, but personally, I am super confused. I won't ask you to explain now, but you will tell us what's going on eventually, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You said there was another meteorite not unlike this one, did you not?
Huh? Yeah? Why?
I should like to see it. Therefore, I shall be joining you.
Oh, so now you're interested in what we're up to. How quickly we change our minds.
What did you say?
You're free to come. Glad you want to, honestly. Because your help's gonna be invaluable. You've got tech like nothing I've seen here. I'll sleep easier knowing Elena's got you in her corner.
Glad I could be your soporific.
And you're sure it's okay to leave her here alone?
She will be fine. The villagers will know better than to enter, and I doubt any of the local fiends will make it this far.
Then let's get cracking. We're on the clock here, people. Move it!
Right behind you.
Initiate emergency brake. Warning. Destroy. Threat neutralized. No threats detected.
Ray, hold a moment. By the looks of it, someone has stolen the march on us.
Friends of yours?
Not sure. Don't think so.
Who's there? Well, that certainly answers my question.
Move it or lose it, jerks! We don't have time for this! Win. I'm coming for you guys.
Threat neutralized.
See that?
Destroy. Insufficient secured.
Retreat!
Something fishy's going on. How were they able to control the pod like that? Come to think of it, how'd they even figure out it was here in the first place?
Rather than contemplate unanswerable questions, I would advise that you focus instead on the expedient retrieval of the components the android requires.
Hey, Elena. Can you hear me?
Yes.
We found the pod. Just tell us what you need and we'll get to cutting.
Understood. First, remove the pilot seat. Behind it, you should find a panel. Open it.
We get to dismantle it. Excellent.
What? Someone's excited.
I have never seen this level of craftsmanship. What tools could produce anything with such impressive detail?
Uncle Midas, work now, ask later.
Next, I will need you to obtain the parts necessary to replace my Symbodrive unit. This will require the removal of the pod's generator. When it's removed, you will be unable to make any more long-range subspace communications.
Roger that. Let me call my brother real quick then. See if I can't get him to hurry it up a little. Computer, get me Antonio Lawrence.
Unable to establish connection.
What? Fine, then try my dad. Get me Raul Lawrence.
Unable to establish connection. Long-range subspace communication. May be unable to reach the Vergold system at this time.
What the hell?
Ray, listen. So long as you're stranded here, you can't afford to lose your lines of communication. My recovery will have to wait.
Sorry, but my captain's intuition is telling me otherwise. We're getting you patched up, whether you like it or not.
But...
My brother's already on his way, plus Chloe's still out there. And how am I supposed to save her without you, huh? You gotta trust me on this one, okay? Everything will be fine.
Understood. Using the parts you salvaged, you'll need to begin by repairing my circuitry, followed by both my arm and hand. At which point I should be recovered enough to repair the remainder of my body myself. Estimated time until completion, 72 hours.
Okay?
That's about the time I expected it would take. Leticia, I know this kind of derails things, but you cool to wait around?
Of course. But Albert and I shall make the most of it. There is little doubt that many in the region witnessed the descent of Elena's craft. We will find out what they make of it. And we may discover the identity of those we caught snooping about your ship.
I don't know.
It is not without its dangers, I grant you. But if there are more of those men out there, it may affect Elena's chances at recovery.
That's true, but it's a lot to ask.
Where friends are concerned, it is a trifle.
Count me in too! You guys will need a healer on hand in case Albert's arm starts acting up again, right?
Your company would be a boon indeed. If my suspicions are correct and those men are with the Empire, then we will need all the help we can get.
We will return to the shrine 3 days hence. Elena should be on her feet by then.
Okay.
Let's see just how much I've improved. Nothing can hinder my progress now. Nothing can hinder my progress now. Nothing can hinder my progress now. Fine.
We need to hurry back to Elena. Time isn't on our side here.
Insufficient output.
True! No longer mention my age.
Like a hot knife through butter! What's in here?
Initiate emergency protocol. Threat danger.
Out of my face! Their leader has fallen!
Destroyed.
Well, that's over with. Hey, you awake? Midas and I are here and ready to help. Just tell us where to start.
I doubt I'll be much help, but I am at your service.
Thank you. I suggest we begin by restoring the Symbo drive. With that online, I'll be able to maintain power without relying on my limited battery supply. A portion of the main circuit has been damaged. Could you see that it's replaced with the parts salvaged from your escape pod?
On it.
For your safety, I'll be shutting down. Bring me back online once you've finished.
What? Did she just die?
Think of it more like a deep sleep. Alright, let's get to work. Hey, a little help with that?
Oh, right.
Hopefully that did the trick. Let's bring her back.
Good to see you again, Ray. Midas. The repairs you made were a success. Re-establishing Symbo drive circuitry, diverting power. Next, I must ask you to restore the use of my arms. But that should be the last step for you both. Once you're finished, I'll be able to repair myself without too much trouble. We're almost out of the woods now.
Well now, you heard the lady. Come on, lad. Let's get to it.
Just give me a sec. Today's been a lot.
This is delicate work, Ray. Try to stay focused. Let's save what remains for tomorrow. You've been working without rest for a while now, and I'm worried that it's beginning to affect your efficiency.
I thought we were in a hurry.
Even the most skilled engineers need a solid rest every now and then.
A point well made. My stomach concurs as well.
I'm not sure what we would have done without your help.
Spare me. We both know I'm only getting in the way. Though I did learn that you people truly aren't of this world.
Since we're laying our cards on the table, what happened between you and the Crown?
Their purblind highborns decided our work did not merit continuing. The royals, fools that they are, took their side.
And now you've got it out for Leticia?
It's not the girl I dislike, but what she represents. To aid her is to aid the kingdom. So keep your nose out of it.
Yikes. Sorry, just asking.
Warning. Hostile entity detected.
What are you doing with that thing?
Got a problem with my friend, huh?
Any friend of it is an enemy of mine. And I won't let either of you consume another world.
And I
got
suggest
this.
you leave well enough alone. Now move on.
Not until I ground you to dust.
Threat neutralized.
Actually, kinda winded.
Gotcha!
Sorry, loser. Out of my face!
You think your tricks will deter me? I cannot fall here! Not now! You're finished!
End of the line!
Chance of survival.
Throw in the towel if you're so damn scared.
Not even one of you will slip away.
Danger.
I cannot fall here! Not now! You're finished!
Warning. Energy levels low.
Let you ravage this world too.
What the hell are you even talking about, man?
I can't.
You bastard!
I have reached my limit. You're far more powerful than I had assumed. I was ill-prepared. You may have won today's bout, but know this. So long as you dare to remain here, you will have to contend with me.
Get back here!
Let him go. It's too dangerous. Elena's repairs also have yet to be finished.
What's going on? Who was that?
Another time, lad. Now we must finish the girl's repairs, and fast.
Ray, we have returned with ill tidings.
Huh? Are you okay? You look terrible.
Blame the weirdo who tried to bust in and destroy Elena before her repairs were done. What? Was some giant purple-skinned asshole. Who the hell are the people on this rock with horns growing out of their heads?
You guys ran into one too.
I would hardly call our foe a giant, but he most certainly had the skin and horn you describe.
think our days of taking it slow and steady are behind us.
Perhaps, but for now, you should sleep. You may not have another chance for a while. And you look ready to keel over. We shall stand watch for you. We are more than capable. Please, rest while you can.
Yeah, that might be a good idea, actually. Alright. You guys mind waking Midas up before I...
Good night, Ray.
Ray? Ray? It's time to get up. You're awake, finally.
Morning to you too. How you feeling?
Self-repairs are ongoing, but I'm at least able to operate at 70% capacity. I can move just fine now.
Ah, I slept through your first steps. Some captain I am.
Midas was there for me, in your stead.
Oh yeah? Thanks, man.
Nonsense. Any doctor or inventor would do the same.
Now that I've recovered, I can assist you. So, Captain, status report.
Chloe's down here. Likely on the other side of the kingdom. We're gonna find her. Leticia and the others have promised to help us out, thankfully. Thing is, I kinda had to promise them something in return. That I'd help cajole Midas into returning with them to the capital.
Your efforts on that front will be in vain.
Midas. Should my system see a marked drop in performance, for some reason or another, it would be helpful to have someone familiar with my schematics besides Ray nearby. That way, any problems that arise could be quickly dealt with.
And if I say no?
Then we would bid you farewell, and that would be that. Were I to require help on my journey, I would seek out a local semiomancer or engineer.
Enough, I'm coming. I've Albert's arm to consider after all.
You will?
But I'm only accompanying you lot for purely semiomantic reasons. I reserve the right to leave whensoever I wish.
Appreciate it.
Now, as for Chloe, any idea on how to begin our search?
We have heard from reliable sources that Rythel's ports are meant to reopen in due course. And the quickest way to the easterly lands is by ship through the channel.
Sounds like a plan. Come on, we got a boat with our name on it.
Race for a fight.
Destroy.
Gotcha! Thanks! Arms are killing me!
Threat neutralized.
End of the line!
Destroy.
Out of my face!
I will not
Threat
fall.
neutralized.
Not with my promise left unfulfilled.
By the way, didn't you guys get attacked by some weirdo the last time you passed through here?
We did.
Oh boy. Does he have something to do with the people who found me and Chloe's policy?
Midas, can we be certain that no race of people resembling that man exists on this planet?
No, not 100%. They could very well be natives of some part of Nilbeth.
Nilbeth?
The continent that lies to the south of Asarius. Various and sundry races inhabit that realm, so it is not out of the question that one of them remains undiscovered.
Now that you mention it, since Elena's pod flew over Nilbeth on the way in, someone there saw it and decided to follow her to this continent.
To that point, Nilbeth possesses technology in semiomancy that neither Osterius nor the Vale Empire do. Perhaps a few overweening semiomancers wish to leverage their position.
Let's hope it's nothing more.
Initiate emergency protocol. Positional tactics ineffective.
Out of my face! Another day. Enemies up ahead.
Warning. Energy levels low. Destroy. Threat neutralized.
Prep for engagement. I will not fall. Not with my punch was under first. You rang?
I think we're in luck. You know what they say. When ships come to dock, birds arrive by the flock. This must mean the ferries are up and running again. Like, just look at all those birds.
I doubt a mere fleet of ships brought this many birds here.
Ah, filthy pests!
Maester, are you all right?
I'm fine, but nothing good would come from fraternizing with you royals.
I think it's the other way around. It's karma for you being such a sourpuss.
What was that?
Ew, gross! Get away from me! What's up, Elena? Is something wrong?
No.
Ugh, the stench.
Am I crazy? Has the number of people on the streets taken a huge dive?
It certainly has. There seem to be even fewer people than when we were last here. Why?
Sorry to spring this on you all, but can we hit up Dr. Vanel's for a second? Got a really bad feeling about this.
The market is well stocked.
Sweet!
Thank you kindly. We've got some new items in stock. Why not have a look? appreciate your visit.
Thanks.
I see I still have room for improvement. Reporting newly identified prowess. I see I still have room for improvement. Please, take a break.
Dr. Vanel, what's going on with the village?
There you are, Nina. I'd love to know the same. It's been this way since the first ferry arrived from the east.
Everyone, do not be alarmed, but I believe we should vacate the area as soon as possible.
Why?
This village might be experiencing an outbreak. If any of you, especially Ray, got infected, it could be fatal.
Wait! But can't we...
Doctor, isn't there something you can do about this? Some medicine or semiomancy you can use?
We have symbols to reduce fever and cough, but those merely treat the symptoms. They are not a cure for the malady.
Let me get this straight. Ships brought this disease with them, right? Meaning it originated somewhere in the east. Thus, worst case scenario, the whole eastern half of the kingdom could become infected too. Therefore, if we just leave this disease to spread...
It would still pose an immense risk to you and Chloe at the very least. Understood. Just to be safe, however, everyone besides Nina should move as far away from this infirmary as possible. I also strongly encourage the use of face masks. Cloth will suffice if none are available.
Gotcha. Dr. Vanel, Elena will provide help. Just fill her in on the details.
Pardon me, are you a doctor?
No, but I have the skills and knowledge comparable to one. Also, it's impossible for me to become infected. I can safely examine the most ill of patients. This is Ground Zero, Ray. Take the others far away from here.
Let's just hole up here for the day. I don't want to incur Elena's wrath.
I'm curious as to what form that would take. I'm sure it would make for quite the spectacle.
You're a braver man than I.
At any rate, I must go. Some of us have to wash feculence from their raiment.
All right, then. In the meantime, we should sit tight until we hear word from Nina and Elena.
Can such flimsy cloth truly prevent us from contracting the illness?
Not really, but it's still better than nothing. Plus, you're not just wearing one for your own health. If you ever get sick, it'll keep you from infecting other people, to some extent.
I don't understand. How does the act of covering one's mouth and nose prevent the spread of disease?
Oh, right. You're not really up on bacteria and viruses, are you? Would really like to ask Midas just how much people here know about that kind of thing, but where is he? Still getting his beauty sleep? Hey, Midas, the hell you still in bed for? Time to get up and face the day.
Ray, please. Not a step further.
Huh?
Contact Elena this instant. He could be in danger.
Okay. You got it. Elena, you busy right now? Looks like there's something wrong with Midas.
His temperature is more than high enough to constitute a fever.
Will he be all right?
Still too early to say. We must rush to collect some samples, however. Those birds' feces.
Ugh, why do we need that?
Simple. Because it serves as a breeding ground for a specific type of bacteria. That bacteria causes Helgar's disease, or colloquially, the rot.
The scourge ravaging this village is Helgar's disease? And Maester Felgreed.
Leticia, remain calm. It may be a fatal disease for the people of this planet, but it can be eliminated.
Is that really possible?
Yes. I read through all the research in Nina's possession. Using that, we should be able to create an antibiotic. We cannot, however, fashion it out of thin air. I'll need multiple samples of the microbe. As it resides in birds' fecal matter, that's what we'll collect.
Aren't you overlooking something? Rythel is a veritable aviary at this point. With this many birds here, isn't it already too late to save the town?
At first glance, but there aren't many people infected. Why is unclear, but the samples will help elucidate that. Don't worry, I will do the actual collection.
So where do we find these samples? The port?
No, in the many roosts that have sprung up all over town. By observing their flight patterns, I discovered something. Each bird belongs to a distinct social group. If we investigate the nests of these groups, it should yield invaluable information.
We've not a moment to lose.
Target sighted.
I finished collecting the sample. Let's proceed to the next roost. I finished collecting the sample. Let's proceed to the next roost.
Sweet!
Hey, Leticia, Albert. Is it just me, or have we seen that somewhere before? No, we have. It's identical to what we saw in the mines.
They possess morphological abnormalities. You said you've seen this species before?
Yes, in the Delric mines.
Right now, Midas's health is our top priority. The villagers can deal with this avian infestation themselves after we found a cure.
Indeed.
This zone of inhibition is huge! I think we did it!
Yes, I believe we did, Nina. I must give you credit. Selecting the perfect herb from all of our options was no easy task.
Well, after all, it is my specialty.
You have a keen eye.
I forgot I even had it stocked. What exactly is that circle?
Do you see the white part of this plate? It's filled with bacteria, organisms that are so small they cannot be seen with the naked eye. It's these invisible organisms that have made your villagers fall ill. As for this circle, it's called a zone of inhibition. It forms around the site where you place your prospective antidote. The larger it is, the more effective your drug is at killing the bacteria. Meaning...
If we give this drug to people, they won't be afflicted by the disease anymore?
Not entirely correct. An antibiotic merely eliminates the cause of the disease. Whether or not the patient is able to recover depends on other factors.
Regardless, it will still rid the world of Helgars, right? That's quite the medicine. What's more, you don't even need iatromancy to create it.
Elena?
Ray, a moment, if you will.
What did you want to talk about?
Though we only used currently available methods to create it, simply by creating this antibiotic, we'll be exerting our influence over the planet's scientific progress, accelerating it considerably. Are you sure you want to do that?
We've already come this far. Why are you talking like a Fed now?
Because if these people don't know how to properly use the antibiotic, it could give birth to a more resilient strain. The civilizations on this planet have yet to industrialize. They're incapable of manufacturing other drugs to combat variants. They have no means of dealing with allergic reactions to the drug. To be blunt, these people's understanding of bacteriology is almost non-existent. Handing them a medication that could theoretically create more problems than it solves is risky at best, and catastrophic at worst.
So we should let him die?
Ultimately, that is for you to decide.
Then I choose what'll save the most people right now. Sure, it's possible I could be choosing wrong, but that's for the gods and history books to decide. All us mortals can do is think. Think how we can safely help these people. Think how to avoid your doomsday scenario.
Understood.
Morning, Uncle Midas. You feeling any better?
Well enough, but I'm much too old to go through all that again.
You should count your lucky stars since your quick recovery is pretty miraculous.
I heard. It seems I was struck with the rot. I owe you two.
It's all thanks to Nina. Her many years of diligent research are what paved the way for this discovery. Without her research, it would have been almost impossible to find the plant that contained the appropriate compound.
Filberto would be pleased to hear that.
Thanks.
Well, now that Midas is back to form, I say we're eastward bound.
About that. I hate to put a damper on things, but after the disaster with the first one, they've stopped running the ferries again.
Please tell me you're joking. At this rate, we're never going to be able to search for Chloe.
If you've the stamina, I know a way to Kato, and maybe her. The trail leads from where we repaired Elena, and over the peak of Galca-Lemphis.
A trail? There?
It fell out of use over a century ago, so I'd be more surprised if you did know of it. Once we're over, we'll make for Mount Cotarinth. The herbs for your medicine can be found there. And I imagine the Kato seaport will need said cure if we hope to see their ferry services return in a timely manner, yes?
Then you will assist us. Thank you, Maester Felgreed.
Stop. I'm only accompanying you because of Albert and Elena. And I suppose for the sake of Ada itself, it's not uncommon for the residents to visit flatland settlements. We should have the cure on hand in case one succumbs to the rot.
Excuses, excuses.
Silence, whelp. Now, unless anyone wants to experience what I did, I say we get moving.
The start of a beautiful friendship.
He's just not good at expressing himself, but he'll come around. I'm sure you and Albert can both sympathize with his plight.
Huh? The hell's that mean?
I think I might have an idea.
Is there a path here that leads to the Hallowed Mount?
There is. We head for the
Stay where you are! Strike while the enemy is vulnerable. Keep your distance. Neutralized.
Initiate emergency protocol. Warning. Energy levels low. Destroyed.
Stronger.
And Threat neutralized. Insufficient output.
behind the limit.
Warning. Energy levels low. Destroyed.
Stay down. My thanks. I got you. It was not my intention. Don't let me down. It was not my intention.
Well, sure is imposing enough to be hallowed.
Hence the shrine erected at its base. Compared to this, your climb to Ada was a morning constitutional.
Noted. But if Aussarians could scale this mountain a century ago, I see no reason why we can't.
Might I remind you, Midas, you're still convalescing, and I heard Albert also fell ill at one point. Please exercise caution.
Pardon me, but might it behoove us to pray for our safe passage?
Not if you're in as much of a hurry as you say.
If it's not too much trouble, I'd like to pray as well.
Why?
My pod crash-landed in this shrine's sanctuary, leaving it in utter ruin. If a tutelar does preside over this mountain, I should apologize to it for my transgression. Isn't that right, Ray?
As you wish.
Losing one's footing here is likely sudden death. Please, tread carefully so as not to slip and fall. Please!
Right? Come down here. Don't get caught.
Warning. Energy levels low. Destroyed. Insufficient output.
Gotcha!
Threat neutralized.
You're free of
We
him
have
now.
company.
Destroyed. No threats detected.
Keep your distance. Say goodbye. Stay where you are.
hostile.
It seems we must fight.
Continues to increase.
Sweet!
Threat detected ahead. Insufficient power. Destroy. Immediate heat required. Threat neutralized. Body temperature plummeting. Immediate heat required. Body temperature plummeting. Destroyed.
Taking over.
Follow
Leave
my
it to
lead.
me.
I suggest we make camp soon.
Initiate positional tactics in effect.
Keep your distance.
Out of my face!
We've left the enemy's perceptive range.
Let us proceed with caution.
Positional tactics in effect.
Firing!
Out of my face!
Combat protocols.
Sweet!
The automaton sleeps.
She does, but why do you ask?
I doubt you understand. This is clearly beyond your ken.
After all I have seen, little would vex me about Ray or Elena.
But you saw what should be her muscles and bones. Those were no human innards.
I assumed it was similar to how we encountered the man with the horned pate. A new race, one with a drastically different anatomy.
I see. In actuality, what is Elena?
She's what we call an android. A highly advanced mechanical doll modeled after a human.
Pardon me, I find that hard to fathom.
Leticia, the operative phrase here is highly advanced. Remember my Lago mower in Ada?
I do.
Would that think to pray to a god?
Well, no.
Neither would Elena, and yet she was able to sense the anxiety in your facial expression. Make a moral appeal to Raymond and coax us in what she calculated would be the right direction. That is a feat even some of us humans cannot perform. Raymond, I must ask. Though she may be a doll, there must be something special about her, no?
If you want to know if she's special to me, then yes. But if you mean in general, no. Where I'm from, you bump into androids everywhere.
Preposterous, but also enticing. All right, I've made up my mind. I do not believe we have discussed my payment for repairing Elena. As compensation, you will take me back to your homeland with you.
Just so you know, that's not really for me to decide, but I'll put in a good word for you.
I am not asking.
Yeah, I heard you. Don't worry, I'll do all I can.
What wonders abound there?
Leticia?
Huh? Please, pay me no mind.
Then the matter is settled. Now, may we endeavor to complete these fools' errands? And may a certain royal retainer come to terms with his fate?
I am certain he shall.